Hello dear students. Today's lesson in science is gas exchange in the lungs. Page 44. Objectives. First objective is the lungs air sacs. We have to study what's the air sacs and how they look like, the structure of the air sacs, and then the process. How does gas exchange take place in these air sacs? What happens exactly? The lungs air sacs are small balls, as you see in the end of the bronchiole. So let us start from the start. We know when we breathe, first the air goes from the trachea, the main air pipe, and then it separates into two bronchs through the throat. This is the first bronch, second bronch to the left side and the right side of the lungs. Inside, you see, just like a tree here, a lot of what? A lot of bronchi. This is the plural name for bronchiole. Bronchiole is the tiniest. This is bronchiole. This is the tiniest air pipe which end up by the air sacs. Okay, it's called bronchiole, but all of them together they're called bronchi. So we have bronchi on the left side and then bronchi on the right side of the lungs, and each bronchiole end up by a group of air sacs. The air sacs, when you open them, it looks like hollow, very empty spaces of air, and the blood vessels, which are the capillaries, are surrounding them, are on the top of them, not inside them. Inside, nothing, only air, but they are on the top of them, the capillaries. And we know the features of capillaries. They are blood vessels. When we compare them with arteries and vein, they have a very, very thin walls, only 1 cell thick, and they are very tiny, small blood vessels. That's why they cover up the air sacs, so that the process or the operation of gas exchange can be possible and not very difficult, as we shall see after that. So we say every bronchiole end up with an air sacs, as you see in the picture. This is a magnified picture of what's here. Here it looks like a tree, but this is a magnified picture of how the capillaries makes just like a network, as you see here, on the top of the air sacs. Now let us see the exchange operation. When the air comes inside, now let me tell you something. This red and blue arrows are not blood. This is only arrows to show you the direction of airflow in the air sac. There's nothing else. And also the sequence of them. Not this first and the second, why the blue first or why the red is second. No, the operation of gas exchange happens as soon as the air comes inside the air sacs. At each point, the operation of gas exchange will happen in a synchronic way. What's a synchronic way? Is to do something at the same time from both sides. If it is asynchronic, this means something happened, wait for the other to happen. No, it's not like that. It is in a synchronic way. That means at each point on the air sac here, a operation of gas exchange, oxygen and carbon dioxide is taking place. Okay? Now, how the oxygen goes to the other side? The oxygen diffuses through the wall, go to the other side to the blood, finds the red cells, will be combined with the hemoglobin on the red cells, and then the red cells take this oxygen to the other part of the body. First they go to the heart, and then from the heart through the artery to the other parts of the body. But what happened to the carbon dioxide, which is in the blood, will be separated from the blood, diffuses also through the walls of the air sac, and then goes to the air and gets out with the breathing out of air. Okay. This is a picture of one blood vessel. This one here. This is a capillary, only one blood vessel. As you see, he's surrounding the air sac. He's surrounding the air sac. Okay. And as you see, they come blue or purple because they have no oxygen. And as soon as the oxygen combines with the hemoglobin, then it gets really red. Okay. Yeah, don't care about the sequence of the arrows. It's only to tell you that the process of, as I told you, the process of gas exchange is happen in a synchronic way. Okay, at the same time. So you cannot say this comes out first and the other comes in. No, they are at the same time. Only see how the color changes from blue to red because they gave out carbon dioxide and they took oxygen inside. I saw another question in your book. He's saying, how can you explain the diffusion of oxygen from the air sacs into the blood vessel from the from the particle theory point of view, and you can say that the oxygen and other gases in the air, they are nothing but molecules or particles, and we know the nature of particles in physics. They move very randomly, okay? They move randomly, they are pumping with each other, and then these particles, especially the oxygen particles, which are moving very randomly, pumping with each other, they will be also bouncing against the wall of the air sac. And through this operation of bouncing, some of them or most of them, they will manage to travel from this side of the air sacs through the wall, because it's very thin, to the other side into the blood. So this is the answer from the particle theory point of view. You can say because of the bouncing of these particles or these molecules against the walls of the, and can you imagine if these walls were very thick? Then this operation will be very difficult and maybe take a lot of time. That's why the vessels have very thin walls, and the air sacs also, so that it will be easy through this bouncing operation of the particles, oxygen particles, gagging the walls of the air sacs to go through and travel from one side to the other. Other possible question here, if I can ask you, as you see in the top here, he's saying from pulmonary artery. Okay, pulmonary, I didn't give you this. This name is not important. Important is the artery and vein. The artery here brings the blood. Don't forget that this air sac is in the lung. That means this artery is bringing the blood out of the heart to the lungs to get oxygenated. Okay, and the vein will take this oxygenated blood from the heart, from the lungs into the heart. And then again, the main artery will take the oxygenated blood, this time from the heart to the body parts, and the main vein, will take the deoxygenated blood from the body parts back into the heart. Okay, which heart place? The oxygenated blood is always in the left part of the heart, and the deoxygenated blood is on the right side of the heart. Okay, so the vein, when he brings the deoxygenated blood, he will pour it in the right side of the heart, and the main artery will take the oxygenated blood from the left side of the heart to the other parts of the body. Thank you very much for your attention.